It was an image of a bygone era. The Marcos family given state honors for the first time in 30 years. But this time, the ceremony was done in secret, away from the public eye, in haste. The body of Ferdinand Marcos was flown from his hometown of Ilocos Norte on the orders of President Rodrigo Duterte. Burial in the Heroes Cemetery in Manila was what the Marcos family had wanted for decades. But his resting place alongside former presidents and military heroes has long divided Filipinos. Many called Marcos a dictator who ordered the jailing and torture of more than 100,000 Filipinos. Marcos was also accused of stealing around $10 billion of government money. His supporters feel it is time to move on.
We are happy our hero has been buried.
But protesters are furious. This is the police line that stops protesters from getting near the gate of the Heroes Cemetery. On the other side are protesters. They've been coming in droves over the last few hours. They call this a dark day in Philippine history. They call this also a travesty of justice. And it may seem as if the Marcos has in fact succeeded in revising the history of the Philippines. But protesters here say that this is not the end, because the fight for justice will continue.
We still have so much work to do to educate our youth, to educate our countrymen, to continue to fight for justice, to not normalize dictatorship, to not normalize fascism.
We're also holding President Duterte accountable to this revisionism. We're also holding him accountable to the offense that is being put upon the victims of martial law.
Duterte gave the Marcos family a promise in return for donations to his presidential campaign. A Supreme Court decision has also ruled in favor of the burial. Protests against the burial continued into the night. Thousands of people have arrived from various cities. They chant in anger against what they say is the audacity of the Marcos family and the betrayal of President Duterte. This is where the people power revolution against Marcos began. Now, his burial is provoking a new wave of anger against him 27 years after he died. Jamela Lindogan, Al Jazeera, Manila.